What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Daily Grind. I'm your host, Chump Change. It's live and recorded, and we're just going to be shooting the breeze about altcoins. I want to know what your top altcoin pick is, I guess, right? And there's some I found a video from Coin Bureau. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them. They well, he does videos on pretty much everything in the crypto space, just news, but he has a watch list, I guess, of altcoins. So I thought it was kind of interesting. I wanted to play that, and we can, you know, discuss it as we go on. Let's see who's here. BRRE. How do you say your name? Is this Bree? Is that how you'd say that? What's going on, man? Good to see you. Chris Hanley, Paul D, Dan Ruggs. What's up, buddy? Dan Ruggs Caspa is now the name. Chris Hanley. Let's see. Digital Fortress, Yeti. What's up, man? Matt Electron, All Set Miner, Backwards Miner, Old Man Crypto. I feel like you're the guy that keeps changing his name. There's one person that changes the name every stream. It's crazy. Let's see. Who else? I think that's it. K-Trim and Retro Mike. What's up, buddy? All right. Let's see how the market is doing currently. I removed it. Hold on. There we go. All right. BTC 26912. It looks exactly the same as this morning. We have Ethereum 1739. Not too bad overall. Still kind of floating around the same spot. Let's go to the top 200 coins. Is Caspa still holding? We're gonna have to check that in a minute. Top 200 coins. What is CELR? Man, there is so many altcoins. I don't even know what half of them are. More than half of them. It's crazy. Crazy. Or just missed it, I guess. What did I miss? Cosmos is my favorite alt. Gotcha. All right, so we have Caspa up 12.5%. Again, Fear and Greed Index is at 59. That doesn't change from this morning. Let's check out Caspa. Top 10 coins. You can see Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, USD, Coin, XRP, Cardano, Lido Staked, Ether, Dogecoin, and Polygon. Hasn't changed since this morning. Same stuff, but I want to look at Caspa. I want to see how it's looking. Is it still past the all-time high? Like, is this it's 2.3 now? Yeah, it looks like it. 2356 it said. Oh no, so 2356. So it was a little more, but dude, this is impressive to say the least. Hopefully you guys are doing all right with Caspa. It's ranked 101 now over here on CoinGecko. It was within 100. Let me see. It says it's top 100 here. It says it's ranked 100 on Crypto Bubbles. So interesting. All right, anyways, this is the video right here. I put a link in the description below if you guys are interested in checking that out. Please feel free to go like and subscribe to him. So he's going to give us a altcoin watch list, basically. I think he has like 5 or a few coins anyways in here he's going to talk about. He's a little slower talking, so I'm going to bump the pace up on this to 1.5 and see if it sounds funny. If it doesn't, then we'll just stick with it. But if you guys yeah, if you have any questions, just add me in the chat, and then we will discuss miners and check out other altcoins as we go. Still holding Caspa. Nice. If it hits 3 cents, I'll sell half. I would advise to at least get any money you have invested in it out if you're in profit. That's what you should do, right? Take out half or whatever. But yeah, I mean, that's a good outlook. But 3 cents, it's kind of a reach. You just got to 2, you know what I mean? So you're gonna have to see, I guess. All right, let's see what he has to say here. I want to see what altcoins he mentions, and if you guys have heard of these altcoins, I'll put a poll in the chat per one he mentions, basically, because I want to know what you guys have heard of, because some of them, the first 2, I think I heard of one and I didn't hear of the other. So let's do it.
Welcome back to Coin Bureau Clips, folks, and today it is time to talk about my crypto
I have them on
watch
1.5
list.
speed.
Now, before I say a word more on this topic, do please kindly note that none of what follows is financial advice. I am just a dude on YouTube, so please do your own research before making investments of any kind.
All right, vote in the chat real quick. Should I leave this? Put a 1 if I should leave it how it is, and put a 2 if I should put it back to normal speed.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Now, I get tons of questions regarding my crypto portfolio and also what coins or tokens I'm looking to buy in the future. Truth be told, my portfolio is boring AF at the moment. Am I bearish? Well, short term, yes. Long term,
1.25.
But until I'm confident that the outlook for the crypto
that's actually much better. All right, 1.25.
market has improved and or I see clear signs that prices may be starting to move in the right direction, then, well, I'm content to wait before buying anything.
Hold on, sorry, I want to grab this.
And when the time is right, I'll probably begin dollar cost averaging into BTC and ETH again, and even some altcoins too. And of course, you guys want to know which altcoins those might be. Now, keyword here, team, might. There is a chance that I may decide not to buy into any of the 5 cryptos I'm going to talk about today. They're just interesting projects that I'm watching because I think they have a lot of potential. There is always a chance something could happen to change my outlook though. So please do bear that in mind as we go along. Okay, so with all of that out of the way,
this guy does really good videos actually, and he explains things very well.
Get going and look at the first crypto on my watch list. And just FYI, I'm going to list these in alphabetical order, by the way, and not in any order of preference.
Perfect. All right. So again, I'm going to put a poll in the chat. I want to know if you guys have heard of these coins as he goes on.
So first up is Aave. Now, chances are you know at least a bit about Aave, and I have covered it a number of times before. I'll leave a link to my last video about it in the description for you to watch later, and you can get the full breakdown of the project there. But here are a few factoids for anyone unfamiliar. Aave is a DeFi borrowing and lending protocol that's been around since 2017.
Real quick, Old Man Crypto, thanks for becoming a member, bud. Appreciate it. Thank you.
It was known as ETHLend. It rebranded as Aave in 2018, and fact fans, Aave means ghost in Finnish, hence why the project has a cute little ghost as its mascot. I know, fascinating.
Yeah,
and
cool
if you're wondering why a DeFi project would name itself thus, well, its founder, Stani Kolechov, hails from, you guessed it, Bolivia. No, I'm joking, of course. Stani is from Finland. Sorry. Okay, lame jokes aside, the fact that Aave...
All right, quick. So I put yes, no, and never heard of it. So if you've never heard of Aave, please click on that, obviously. But we know the answer is no.
Has been around for a while now is one of the reasons I'm bullish on the project. DeFi is a highly competitive niche, and Aave is one of the biggest and most successful protocols out there. Now, I'm also bullish...
Are you guys in the DeFi also? I didn't know it was a DeFi coin, so I'm not huge into DeFi. I have heard of Aave, but I've never dealt with real DeFi stuff.
On Aave for a number of other reasons. For starters, it's currently working on its own decentralized stablecoin, Go, that is GHO. So, believe me, the need for a truly decentralized stablecoin that actually works gets greater every day, and I think Aave has a good chance of pulling this feat off. As I record this, Go is live on Ethereum's Goerli testnet as of a few weeks ago, and a mainnet launch is expected soon. Then there is Lens Protocol, Aave's decentralized social media project. Now, I must admit, though, to being in two minds as to this, because yes, a decentralized social media platform is a brilliant idea and also sorely needed, but I do wonder just how much of Stani and his team's time is being taken up with this project. Aave only has a little over 20 active developers, and they have got plenty to do besides building out Lens Protocol. And there's also the threat of regulatory scrutiny, especially once Go is live. A big DeFi protocol with its own decentralized stablecoin is bound to get the Elizabeth Warrens of this world in a lather. I'm also concerned that Stani has said it's unlikely that Aave will expand to non-EVM chains, which could limit development and hand an advantage to rival projects. Nevertheless, I'm also bullish on Aave because of price action and tokenomics. The token is down almost 90% from its all-time high nearly 2 years ago, and the supply is limited to a mere 16 million tokens in all, of which 14.3 million are in circulation, with 20% being staked in the protocol's innovative security module, which protects it when the crypto market is super volatile and borrowers are getting liquidated. And remember that low market cap relative to the TVL on the protocol. Now, obviously, all cryptos are down bad since the bull market, but I think Aave is one of the few that combines an actual use case with ongoing development, a low market cap relative to TVL, good tokenomics, and tons of potential. So, with that in mind, barring any regulatory shenanigans or developmental disasters, there is a more than decent chance that I'll be picking up some Aave tokens in the coming months. Okay.
Interesting. All right, I want to look at the price of Aave real quick just before we continue with that video. Let's just see. What's it at right now? AAVE. Which one is it? Why is there two? That's strange. 69 bucks. 69.52. I want to see what the other one is. AAVE. Let's just check. 70. Why is there two? Why is there two? That's weird. Does anybody know? Price is fetched from contract. Okay. Interesting. 69, nice. This oval bore tech in the chat. All right, let's continue. What's the next coin? I want to see who, actually, how many people of you guys are interested in it? I said, are you invested in Aave? Never heard of it. 27%, 30 votes. Awesome. Appreciate you. 57% said no, and 17% said yes. Interesting. All right, let's see what the next one is.
Next up is Arweave. For those unfamiliar, this beauty of a project is a decentralized data storage protocol, and of course I've covered it on our main channel before. Link is below, and that video will give you all the background you need. Arweave's AR coin has been a part of my portfolio in the past, but I sold my stack when Solana announced that it would no longer be using Arweave to store its blockchain's transaction history, but would be using Google's Bigtable instead. Let's face it, not the first time Solana has dropped the ball in recent months. Now for me, Arweave has one of the strongest use cases in crypto. It is hard to think of a more appropriate use for a blockchain than to store data immutably and permanently, especially in an age when censorship is increasing, free speech is under threat in many countries, and deepfake technology means we will soon have to question every single damn thing.
Should have just named it a weave.
That said, I naturally have some concerns. There's competition from the likes of Filecoin in particular and other decentralized storage solutions like Storj. Arweave also has a low developer count of around 4, and I must admit that I'd be more bullish on the project if it had a higher headcount. Bear markets are for building in, after all. What also worries me, though, is that Arweave's fees have declined dramatically in recent weeks, according to the Web3 index. What's strange is that the amount of data being uploaded to Arweave tends to come in big spikes, and I'm not entirely sure of the reason for this. Now,
real quick, Retro Mike just said, Arweave mining is the worst. He said, you provide decentralized storage, but you have to mine random X to get selected to store the data. Interesting.
Now, this obviously affects the fees that the protocol earns. So, in short, Arweave is a project I'm keeping a close eye on, and if I see development and adoption continuing, I think AR and I could end up back in bed together. There's nothing like rekindling an old flame, is there? Okay, on to...
Interesting. All right, so in the chat, almost 30 votes. We have never heard of it, 31%, 62% say no, and 7% say yes. Interesting. I'm shocked. I'm more shocked that a lot of you have heard of it, because I've never heard of that coin, to be honest. But, I mean, there's so many freaking coins. All right. Let's see what the next one is.
Number 3 on my watch list, and this is a project I haven't covered before. In fact, it's only recently popped up on my radar, and so I should reiterate that there is no guarantee that I'll be buying it at some point. Anyhow, this is Axelar, a cross-chain communication protocol that bills itself as the Stripe for Web3. Now, I am a big fan of...
I'm going to slow this down so we can actually hear him about... I want to absorb what he's saying, you know what I mean? It's just a little too fast.
Blockchain interoperability and the idea of a multi-chain future, hence why I hold Atom and Dot. And so...
What the hell is this called? Sorry, I'm going to scroll back just a second. AXELAR.
For Web3.
Never heard of it.
Now, I am a big fan of blockchain interoperability and the idea of a multi-chain future, hence why I hold Atom and Dot. And so, Axelar naturally has me interested from that standpoint. The project's purpose is to allow for dApps and assets to operate and move across different blockchains. So, for instance, users of a project built on, say, Ethereum can buy an NFT and move it across to, say, Polkadot. Now, obviously, that's just one example of what is possible. Now, Axelar began life built on top of Cosmos and has since expanded to the likes of Ethereum, the BNB Smart Chain, Avalanche, and others. There have also been some promising partnerships announced in recent months too, including with Circle to allow native USDC to be used in cross-chain applications and with Polygon for secure cross-chain communications. And Axelar also just launched its own virtual machine, essentially a programmable layer that will make it possible for developers to write smart contracts directly onto Axelar. I'm impressed by the use case and the development going on. Axelar's market cap is currently around $120 million, which does suggest room to grow, though I'll note that less than a quarter of its billion-plus tokens are in circulation. This means tokens that went to early investors will be vesting and hitting the market over the coming months and years, which will obviously affect the price. The token also has surprisingly good exchange support and is already listed on the likes of Coinbase, Kraken, KuCoin, and Crypto.com. I am quite surprised to see it so readily available to US customers
I haven't heard of
at
it.
this stage. Now, of course, this only scratches the surface of Axelar, and it's a project I'll be aiming to cover in depth at some point in the future. So, there is a chance I may find a few things I don't like quite so much. But that said, I think it's definitely one to keep an eye on. Number 4 on my watch list is Lido Finance and its LDO token, which has had a bit of a wild ride of late. Again, full explainer video from last year is linked to below if you want the whole enchilada. So, Lido is a liquid staking protocol which allows you to stake various assets via its platform. Here's the USP though, rather than your assets being locked up...
Did he just move on to another coin? I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, I was reading the chat. What just happened? I'm going to scroll back just a second. Sorry.
Its own virtual machine, essentially a programmable layer that will make it possible for developers to write smart contracts directly onto Axelar. I'm impressed by the use case and the development going on. Axelar's market cap is currently around $120 million, which does suggest room to grow, though I'll note that less than a quarter of its billion-plus tokens are in circulation. This means tokens that went to early investors will be vesting and hitting the market over the coming months and years, which will obviously affect the price. The token also has surprisingly good exchange support and is already listed on the likes of Coinbase, Kraken, KuCoin, and Crypto.com.
Sorry, I
am quite surprised to see it so readily available to US customers at this stage. Now, of course, this only scratches the surface of Axelar, and it's a project I'll be aiming to cover in depth at some point in the future. So, there is a chance I may find a few things I don't like quite so much. But that said, I think it's definitely one to keep an eye on. Number 4 on my...
All right, he did jump into another coin. I knew I missed it. All right, let me kill this poll. So are you invested in Axelar? Is that how you say it? I want to see what's the price of it right now. Let's just check. I missed the other one, I think. Let me see. AXLE. Sorry. ELAR. Axelar. Interesting. 60 cents. Ranked 250. Market cap. Interesting. Let's see. I just want to see how the chart looks real quick. 1 year, it's going to max. Let's see. All right, so it just came out. What the hell? That's like really new. All right, let's get back to it. See what the next one is. I'm going to end this poll. 64% never heard of it. 36% said no. And 0% said yes. Interesting. All right, let's see what the next one is.
My watch list is Lido Finance and its LDO token, which has had a bit of a wild ride of late. Again, full explainer video from last year is linked to below if you want the whole enchilada. So, Lido is a liquid staking protocol which allows you to stake various assets via its platform. Here's the USP though. Rather than your assets being locked up until they're unstaked, you instead get a tradable liquid token.
Joker Miner, thanks
so,
for the
stake 1 ETH via Lido.
Sticker, I think. Let me see. What'd you do? What'd you do? Oh, you just donated $1. Thank you very much. You didn't have to do that. Appreciate you. Hobbyist, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. And Automatic Beats, no worries on being notified. YouTube's been a little rough lately. All right, let's keep going.
And you'll get 1 ST-ETH token back that you can then go and do, well, whatever it is you want to do with it. You can actually stake on other chains via Lido too, including Polygon, Solana, and Polkadot. But the platform is best known for accounting for around 30% of all the ETH being staked on Ethereum's beacon chain, which has led to concerns over centralization that aren't going to go away anytime soon. Now, this is one reason why LDO has been pretty volatile recently. And of course, there's also all the talk around Ethereum's Shanghai upgrade, now scheduled for April. Shanghai will make it possible to unstake. And there are, of course, concerns that ETH stakers will take this as an opportunity to sell the coins and rewards that have been locked up for years now. Or it could encourage more investors to stake, knowing that unstaking is possible. Either way, I think there's potential here for Lido in the long term, because staking on Ethereum is going to be big business, especially by institutions. Liquid staking offers a whole new angle to this, and Lido is obviously the market leader here. But of course, there's also the threat of Gary Gensler and his buddies at the SEC.
Mr. Burns himself right there. The Traveler's Travels, thanks for being a member for 4 months, dude. You're awesome. He said, I finally hit my first ever solo block last night. I hit a Zcash block, then 30 minutes later got a Grin block. Congratulations, buddy. I'm happy for you. Let me golf clap. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Happy for you. It's always sweat worthy when you don't hit a block and it just runs. I literally ran the X4Q and the X41U for like, I don't know, probably 3 weeks after I hit 11 blocks and got nothing. It was crazy.
Bear in mind here. If the SEC does decide to go after ETH as a security, Lido could also find itself in the firing line. So in the end, a lot depends on regulatory clarity in the US and elsewhere.
Thanks for
and
being
of course,
bud.
Lido will also face competition from other protocols that could eat into its market share. And there is also the question of whether we want one entity controlling such a huge amount of all the ETH being staked. Now, LDO has a market cap of nearly $2 billion, but a TVL of well over $8 billion, which is both promising and kind of concerning, especially...
All right, I have a question real quick. Is this the Lido staked Ether that we're looking at here? Is this the same thing? Do you guys know? Number 8? Is that the same exact thing that he's talking about right now, or no? I'm just going to type in LDO. I want to see, because I am super confused. LDO. It's different? I assume it's different, right? Sadie, sometimes. What's going on? Appreciate you guys being members. Thank you so much. I am going to be doing the hash rate giveaway again on the weekends. So on Friday, either morning or afternoon, just try to be present, I guess. And I'll have you guys, the VIPs, comment, and I'll do a random comment picker. Roy, are you saying it is the same? Sorry. Yes, Coinbase Stealth 2 is Lido. Lots and lots locked there too. I'll pretend I understand what that just said. You already picked my name, remember? No, I don't. I don't remember. What's the hash rate you're giving away? It's going to be the Jasminer X41U or the X4Q. It depends. I might get that one up in the trailer. It depends. It's getting a little warm down here now. All right, which one is it? Is it the same thing? Lido? This Lido staked Ether, this one? Or is it different? I think the symbol is the same, actually. Holy shit. So what is it? Just mimic the price of ETH? Interesting. I don't understand how that works. I've never looked into that at all. You give Lido ETH and they stake it and give you Lido ST ETH. Interesting. Okay. Well, the more you know. Appreciate you guys. All right, let's keep going.
Especially from a regulatory point of view. So I'll be watching LDO closely over the coming months, and I may consider getting back into it again at some point. Okay, last but not least is another token I've held in.
I'm going to kill this poll actually in the chat. 9% say yes, 45% say no, and 45% say never heard of it. Interesting. Well, 47% now say no. Cool, cool. All right, let's start another poll. I want to see what you guys think of the last one.
And am considering picking up again. It's also another cross-chain interoperability play and another project from the Cosmos ecosystem. So that is a lot for yours truly to like. This is Thorchain, which is also, incidentally, a project close to the heart of one of my crypto heroes, Eric Voorhees. So if it's good enough for Eric, well, I'm definitely paying attention. Now, I've covered Thorchain a few times before, but not for about a year. Nevertheless, link in description if you want the full lowdown. Here, however, is the TLDR. Thorchain is a cross-chain decentralized exchange that allows you to swap one crypto for another, even if they exist on different chains. So you could swap BTC for ETH, but without the need for wrapped tokens or atomic swaps or any other such hoo-ha.
Mr. Retro Mike, thanks for the $10 super chat and the wrecked sticker. Dude, that thing's awesome. You're insane. You didn't have to do that, buddy. Thank you very much.
You deposit BTC into a vault where it's paired with Thorchain's native Rune token. An Ethereum vault that's also paired with Rune then releases ETH to your wallet. Now, of course, naturally, there's a whole lot more going on beneath the surface to facilitate this, but the advantages should be clear enough. There's no centralized custodian holding onto your funds at any point, and no need for KYC or any of that jazz that comes as a standard with centralized exchanges these days. Thorchain also allows you to earn yield on supported assets, while Rune itself is used in the liquidity pools on the protocol as well as for governance and securing the network. Over half of Rune's supply is now in circulation, and, as is to be expected, the token is way off its all-time high because, well, bear market. Its exchange support has improved a lot since I last covered it, but US investors will struggle to get their hands on it, which ties into my main concern, and that is, of course, regulations. Like other DeFi projects, regulations could pose a threat to Thorchain, especially if it adds support for privacy coins like Monero. Apparently, this is being done, but to a fork of Thorchain called Blackpool. Whether this will be enough to keep regulators happy remains to be seen. Now, there is a lot more to Thorchain, of course, and I do encourage you to check out my last video on it. I think it could play a central role in the crypto economy of the future, but only if regulations are drawn up that allow it and other DeFi projects to flourish. There is no guarantee of that, but I still think Thorchain has a lot of potential. Alrighty, so 5 altcoins that are just a few of the ones on my watch list.
Well, shout out to Coin Bureau for that video. Awesome, awesome. Some of them, most of them I didn't hear of actually, ever. So what do you guys think of Thorchain? Let's check that out actually over at CoinGecko. The poll in the chat, 17% of you said yes, you're invested in it. 42 have never heard of it, and 42% have never said no, just in general. All right, so Thorchain, let's see. Rune? Was that it? Was that the token? Or is it the other one? I hate when there's more than one. I hate it. Aggravating. What's happening? I broke CoinGecko. God damn it. All right. Do this again. Thorchain. Weird. Weird. Let's see. Who said? Mr. Crypto Mikkel. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. And Geek of All Trades said to bring back rig picks. Well, listen, bro. I would bring back rig picks if we had plenty of rig picks to go over. I will check, though. I'll see. I haven't looked in that section in a little while, so I can see where we left off. I think we did the end of the year, and that's where I stopped. So we can check. So which one is it? They're both the same, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. Rud Puts, what's up, buddy? And John Germain, good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, guys, hit that like button, please. Appreciate you. All right, what altcoins are you guys into the most? Put it in the live chat, please. What is your favorite altcoin? Just put one if you can. That'd be awesome. And then we can look it up or look into it. Joker Miner donated $149 and a unicorn sticker. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. You didn't have to do that. All right, I don't know which one it is, but this one's 64 cents. I would assume. No, all right, definitely not the same thing. Anyways, all right, Flux is one. Let's see what Flux is at. Flux has been kind of taking a poop lately. 60 cents. Blah. They've been having a rough go after the halving, let's put it that way. But they're still innovating nonetheless, so it'll hopefully in the next run it'll get over its old all-time high. I hope so. Raven, really? You guys still into Raven, huh? I still have a bunch of it, but I can't wait to sell it. Like, it's just, they haven't done anything with it lately. Nothing. 2 cents right now, Raven. Let's see. Man, remember when I remember having it when it was up here. Yes, I did have it when it was up here. God damn it, why didn't I sell it? Why didn't I sell it? They need more shilling content. Hey, I'm not your guy. Sorry, Retro Mike. There's other tubers for that. Those shall not be named. Joker Miner said, from my kids, they picked that FML. Well, I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. All right, Ravencoin. Let's who else? CKB. That's a good one, huh? A good one you guys like, Nervos. I honestly feel like, hold on, let's go to mine the ASIC real quick. Let me refresh this. G1 Mini's still in the friggin' top spot, huh? That's crazy. All right, CKB K7 down here, $5.69 a day. That is at 17 cents per kilowatt hour. That is like the kind of the new average, right? I guess we took a poll not too long ago. Nexa is another one people are talking about. But what I was gonna say about this is, I honestly would probably just rather buy the coin instead of buying the machine. Sorry, thought I heard my kid. I do hear my kid. Damn it. My kid's crying. All right. You know what? We're going to watch this. I'm going to full screen it and I'm going to run to make sure my kid's all right. Probably bring her down here. All right. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. I'm going to full screen this guy for you. All right. This is about 119 million in crypto stolen so far in 2023 from NFT rug pulls. I thought it was kind of interesting. All right. Let's do it.
Crypto thefts and crime. According to Crystal blockchain, over $119 million have been swindled in various hacks and scams only in the beginning of 2023. And last year, there was over 4 billion stolen or hacked or drained from DeFi protocols over the year. And obviously, over the past 2 years, the focus of hackers and attackers shifted from centralized exchanges where you need to, compromise security system, infiltrate those really complex system, to just exploiting DeFi protocols where you need to find a vulnerability of code, which is open source, or you can manipulate price of some not so liquid assets and get great profits out of it, not in advertising. So hackers are really active on the DeFi space, and recently, according to Crystal blockchain, they also paid a lot of attention to the NFT space, but that's more about scams and rug pulls. There is a lot of NFT scams where founders pull the rug from the buyers and leave them high and dry. Any thoughts, guys?
Yeah, it's always a good time to be scamming. The one that comes to mind recently was someone took over Circle Chief Strategy Officer Dante Disparte's Twitter account and promoted the fact that there was a USDC airdrop. There was no such thing, and those who were unfortunate enough to believe that this verified account on Twitter was telling them the truth, and those who interacted with this website probably had put themselves at risk of losing funds, right? So I think there's always these new and novel ways that people are looking to get money from other people through illicit means, right? Whether that's smart contract exploits, whether that's just sort of social engineering scams, whether that's rug pulls, you name it. Crypto really is a cat and mouse game between people who are looking to exploit these permissionless systems for negative ends, for ill intent, and those who are looking to make these permissionless systems good, open, and accessible to all. And these are indeed neutral platforms, and they can be used for good and bad. It's something that's very inherent to the space, right? You know, it can be both things at once, and that's something that I think sometimes gets lost in the conversation around whether or not crypto should continue to exist in the world. It's probably not going anywhere, but there's certainly a lot of good upstanding actors who are trying to put the bad guys to rest. But unfortunately, those bad guys, they keep doing their thing too. It's just the way of the world, I guess. I don't know, Jen, what do you think?
Yeah, we say this on the show so often, but I have to say it again. Like, DeFi is so new and it's solving so many problems that our existing financial system has presented, right? But the fact that we're building so quickly and moving so fast in a space that has so much regulatory opaqueness leaves room for things like this to happen. And I think it's to be expected. I think most people in the industry expect these things to happen. I think it highlights the need for things like audits and bug bounties. And so I think that we should just see more of that, right? When we're building, we should maybe think twice about speeding to launch on mainnet, test what's happening, bring in third parties to audit, offer bug bounties, and slowly but surely we will solve some of the issues that lead to these crimes taking place. I zeroed in on the NFT part of this story, right? Because I couldn't even count how many people last year had their Bored Apes stolen from them. And Zach, you and Will said at ETH Denver last year, a lot of people who are new to the space are introduced to the space through NFTs. And so it's so sad to hear that these people are being taken advantage of because they may not know the ins and outs on how to protect their assets. And so I think for me, that just highlights the need for more education, especially when it comes to NFT projects, on how to evaluate if a project is legit or not, and then again, how to hold those NFTs safe so they remain in your hands and you can enjoy those little JPEGs. And I'll toss it back to you.
And it just reminds me of one fun conversation I had with a Bitcoin developer on one conference. He was like, see, like Bitcoin wallet security is tricky to get right, and there are a lot of things to think of. But, you know, all the hackers' attention is now on DeFi, so we can kind of relax a little bit because they're not coming for us. They're coming first and foremost for those DeFi protocols. You know, you guys in the DeFi space, do some audits, like ramp up your game, stop being a honeypot. The eyes of the industry are on you.
Yeah, I think the thing, Jen, you mentioned about sort of, the newcomers kind of falling prey to this stuff. I think it's also worth pointing out that there are very sophisticated people who are also falling prey to this stuff. Anna in her piece mentions Kevin Rose, who's a prominent NFT founder, who, hit like something like $1 million worth of his NFTs were pilfered, right? You're talking about Circle, an executive at Circle who, got his Twitter account compromised, and someone, a bad actor, was able to distribute a malicious link by way of that. So it's not just new people falling prey to some of these things. It's also pretty sophisticated, important people in the space. And honestly, it's just a really bad look for the industry as a whole, not on the part of the people who are victimized by this, but just by the fact that it can really go up and down the spectrum of new users and power users. We've talked about this before, but it is really scary when, someone who is new in the space sees someone who is established in the space fall prey to some of these same scams. It's very jarring. And I think that is something that suppresses the ability for more and more people to onboard to this particular set of technologies because, again, self-custody is tricky. And there are bugs in a lot of this experimental technology. And sometimes there's real big money at stake. So it becomes scary to kind of take that first step into this world. And I think it is something that hopefully can be resolved over time. And some of these numbers ultimately will shrink. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm optimistic. Jen, what do you think?
All right. I don't know. I'm just going to end that there. But anyways, as you can see, I got my kid. He's not feeling too good. You got the panda pox, panda 19, all of the above. My whole family got it except for me, apparently. Anyways, all All right, let's see. So I just put a poll in the chat. I want to know, do you guys trust NFTs? Even if you have some, I put a section in for you. But it's, man, I just don't trust them. I just don't. And it was my dog that came down, by the way, joke reminder. My dog was like, she's like literally just a blob at this point. She just wanders around. She's deaf. She's old. Like she just walks around and friggin' whatever. So she was just like, I heard her on the stairs and then she like came barrel assing in here and almost knocked over my light and all this other stuff. It's a pain in the butt. All right. So CKB, we were talking about that. I would probably just buy the coin over the miner. I don't know about you guys. I mean, yes, later on, if this price pumps, this thing could be way more profitable, right? But at the same time, could you just, you know, 2-3x your money just by buying the coin? Does that make sense? I have a dog. Yeah, I had 2 dogs, man. 2 all white boxers. My boy passed away last year. Well, I had to put him down actually last year. It was terrible. That was like, I don't know if you guys are dog people, but like if you've never experienced putting a dog down, like I felt like I killed one of my kids. Like that's how bad it was. It was awful. I cried for like 2 weeks. I felt so bad, but I had to. Lost all friggin' mobility in his legs. Couldn't walk, man. Couldn't walk. Do you let your kids ride your dog? I used to. The one that I put down, he was really good with my daughter when she was a baby, and he used to let her ride. His name was Diesel. He was awesome. But anyways, yeah, they're both all white boxers, and unfortunately, he is gone now. Huh. It's funny though, my daughter still says his name and stuff. I'm like, we don't have Diesel anymore. It does suck. It's tough. All right. Anyways, what other altcoins are you guys into? I saw a bunch in the chat. I'm sorry, this got all interrupted. Son woke up early from his nap. Let's see. Dynex, another one. Let's look at that. That's just DNX, right? Oh yeah. What's up, buddy? This is part of being a dad. If you guys don't have kids yet, you'll understand someday. Keep telling Hawk to prepare for it. I'm like, you're never gonna be able to do anything you want, man. That's what happens. Panda, what's up, dude? This kid's sick. Look at him. Look at how sick you made him. What the hell, man? Got my kid sick. No, he woke up this morning like 5 in the morning with a temperature, right? My daughter's friggin' got a sore throat. Oh my god, brutal. He took out my whole family. It's like 2 weeks. I don't even know why. I'm the only one that didn't get sick. It's been 3 weeks. Panda 19 is over, bro. Tell him this, all right? You tell him. Oh man, I gotta go sit in school tonight. It's awful. What's up, buddy? I gotta go friggin' renew my master's class for my master plumber's license. All right, let's see. Dynex, almost 10 cents. Just under 10 cents. Damn. What's the let's see. 1 year. So it's Dynex was up over 23 cents. Now it's climbing back. Got to 12 cents over in February. No, I don't know what he wants. I don't know what he wants. Cried the whole time, said Digital Fortress. Said oh yeah, your dog, bro. It's so sad. It's so sad. Talking, you gonna be famous or what? He just says things. He doesn't talk yet. Like he says random words once in a while, but like he has his own language. It's ridiculous. But Dynex, I don't know, man. I have Dynex at over 11 cents. Wait, right now? Like it's showing right now? It's over 11 cents? Interesting. This is that coin that I'm not sure of. When did it come out, actually? When was this? So it came out October 2022. Man, just coins that come out in the bear market really sketch me out because I feel like they're I just feel like they're a scam every time. I don't know why though. But this is one that I do want to start looking into a little bit. I'm not sure. You got me started in crypto back in early 2021 when I won 1,000 Raven from you. Did I really, Matt Electron? No. You weren't into crypto before that? Get out of here. That's crazy if that's true. That's hysterical. Well, I'm happy it went to you. I'm happy it went to you. Let's see. Have loose change. Pick a random coin from a list, and I want to put $100 on it. Bro, I don't think he would understand how to do it. Not yet. He's in left field right now. I'm keeping my HyperX microphone just to troll all of you now. Bro, that microphone is terrible. I felt like you were in a like a Nintendo gaming match back in the 90s. You know, Mountain Dew and Cheetos all over yourself. I feel like that's what was going on with that microphone. 100% clogged up with Cheeto dust. Oh, let's see. Panda is on hard times. Yeah, all right. All right. Well, no, he probably is. Taxes, man. Taxes. All right, let's just real quick read this. So Dynex solved proof of useful work. Maybe I'm not gonna read this. My kid's he's not gonna sit through it. You wanna get down? All right, he's off. All right, see ya. He'll take care of himself, right? They get old enough, they just wander off. Let him go into the wild. All right, let's see what this says, then we're gonna get out of here. All right, so Dynex, our proprietary Dynex chip design is built based on ideal mem resistors. Mem resistors are two-terminal resistive devices with memory. In general, their nonlinear dynamic behavior is mathematically modeled by means of a differential algebraic. Why are you crying now? This kid's crying. He just walks away and starts crying. All right, never mind. I'm not gonna read this. Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna read it. I can't. He's bawling. Hold on. Hey. That's how he gets mom. That's how he gets mom. He just stands at the stairs and cries until she comes and gets him, but mom's not home. All right, guys. Anyways, I gotta get out of here. Unfortunately, kids, he's not having it. Free range children. Yes, exactly. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna look into Dynex a little bit. Maybe we'll go over that tomorrow. That's what we'll do. I'll go over Dynex. F us, go with your son. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. No, I'm gonna go help him right now. See what he wants. He's not feeling good, so gotta chill with him. But either way, guys, appreciate you all. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your work day. Peace out. I'll see you later.